He drilled a tiny hole into a ping-pong ball, injected it with a mysterious liquid, and controlled the weight variance of every ball down to within 0.2 grams, precise enough to stay undetected, yet enough to subtly alter each ball's trajectory. He made 7 of these rigged numbered balls, dropped them into the drawing machine, and switched on the air blower. This was the moment of truth. The doctored balls popped out one after another, in exactly the order he'd planned. Now Jose is just one step away from getting rich overnight. All he has to do is get these rigged balls mixed in with the official lottery balls. Using his position as lottery director, he approaches Charlie, the ball custodian, with a made-up story about the company running a promotional event for the double-color ball lottery, hoping to trick him into handing over the vault key. But Charlie's expression turns serious immediately. The lottery balls can't be removed without an auditor present. No exceptions. Just like that, Jose's carefully plotted scheme to strike it rich hits a wall, thanks to one lowly custodian. Fortunately, fate has other plans. That weekend, Jose and his wife attend a magic show, and it sparks a whole new idea. On stage, the magician asks Jose's wife her favorite color, then tosses a white ping-pong ball toward her. By the time it passes through the hoop, it's somehow turned her favorite color, red. What really floors Jose, though, is that the magician clearly threw a ball marked number 11, but on closer look, the number on it has become 13. Inspiration hits him like a wave, and a wild, ambitious plan starts taking shape in his mind. What he's trying to pull off is really no different from a grand magic trick. The moment the show ends, Jose rushes backstage to find the magician, who's just finished changing, and asks how he managed to swap the balls so seamlessly in front of thousands of people without anyone noticing. It's the magician's bread and butter, after all, not something he can just casually give away. But seeing how genuinely eager Jose is to learn, he softens a little, and mentions he has a team, and that the size of the team depends on the scale of the trick and the size of the audience. Jose gets the hint, and hands over every last bill in his wallet on the spot. Once he's paid, the magician opens up and reveals the key insight. Whatever trick you're pulling, the team's job is basically always the same. Keep the audience's attention somewhere else, so you can do what you need to do. Take that ping-pong ball trick. Were you watching the fishbowl, or were you watching my assistant in the tight blue dress? That's the starting point, misdirection. So you need someone to pull people's eyes away, and you need a trustworthy partner, someone who, above all, can keep your secret. You need to know the environment better than anyone, every blind spot, every corner, the rhythm and habits of the crowd. There's always someone paying closer attention than everyone else, and you have to notice them and steer their focus elsewhere. Once you've got your team together, you need to be able to trust them completely. They're usually just ordinary people, the kind you run into every day, nothing special about them. But with the right idea and the right guidance, ordinary people can pull off something extraordinary. To make a trick work, all you need is to get people to see exactly what you want them to see, and nothing else. Those words were like a key that suddenly unlocked something in Jose's mind. The lottery broadcast itself was really just a grand magic trick, performed live for tens of millions of viewers across the country. He didn't need to actually change the drawing results. He just needed to make sure the whole country saw exactly what he wanted them to see. Just as the magician had said, this wasn't something Jose could pull off alone. He needed a team. People who, like him, had been backed into a corner by life, and at the lottery center, that kind of person was never in short supply. The first people he recruited were the Camera brothers, Luis and Victor. The two had spent nearly a decade working at the TV station, handling everything from filming the live lottery draw, to camera switching and post-production editing, making them the technical backbone of the whole plan. At first, both brothers thought Jose had lost his mind. Hacking into the lottery system was no small feat. But Jose just smiled calmly. His plan didn't require hacking into anything. There was a lower risk, higher success rate way to do this. The brothers couldn't understand why Jose had come to them first. Jose didn't hold back, because they were poor enough, ordinary enough, so ordinary that nobody would ever look twice at them, and nobody would ever imagine that people like them would set their sights on the lottery jackpot. When the brothers still hesitated, Jose delivered one more line that cut straight to the point. 10 years from now, you'll still be shooting promo videos, barely scraping together rent, still sharing that cramped apartment. And by then you'll be asking yourselves why you let the best opportunity of your life slip away. This chance right now could mean you never have to worry about money again for the rest of your lives, if you're smart enough to take it. But more than that, it'll finally make you feel like you're someone with real dignity, real worth. In the end, the promise of overnight riches won the brothers over, two men who felt they had nowhere else to turn. Jose's second target was Lena, the glamorous host of the lottery broadcast, the perfect misdirection to hold everyone's attention. Lena was in a desperate spot, locked in a custody battle over her son with her ex-husband, who was using his financial advantage to squeeze her at every turn, hiring top lawyers and even trying to strip her of visitation rights entirely. She needed 500,000 pesos, fast, to pay for legal fees and forged passports so she could flee Mexico with her son. Jose engineers a chance run-in and asks to talk with her. Lena, rushing off to an online gig to earn some extra cash, has him drop her home first to grab something. In that window, Jose gets straight to the point. He tells her he can solve her biggest problem. Lena doesn't believe him at first, but when Jose names a price of 5 million pesos, something shifts. She knows full well this crosses into criminal territory, but her love for her son runs so deep that she's already out of other options. Next comes the toughest nut to crack, Charlie. He holds the key to the entire scheme. Without his cooperation, no one can get anywhere near the lottery balls. Charlie is a devout Catholic, a former addict. He found his way back to life through faith, and he values his moral principles more than anything, even his own life. But even the most steadfast person has a breaking point. His priest is agonizing over the enormous donations needed to build a proper church. After all, the house of God shouldn't be a rundown shack. Meanwhile, his father's dialysis bills keep piling up. The hospital has issued a final warning, and Charlie's meager salary simply isn't enough to cover it. Having found his weak spot, Jose arranges a staged run-in at the hospital, hoping to make his pitch again. But before he can even get a word out, Charlie shuts him down cold. He wants nothing to do with anything illegal. Undeterred, Jose arrogantly tells him to name his price, that any amount is negotiable, only to be met with open contempt from Charlie. This was never about money. It's a matter of faith, and faith isn't something you can buy with dirty money. Jose doesn't hold back. What if your addiction comes back? You'll lose your job. Who's going to take your father to dialysis then? What I'm offering you would solve your father's problems for good. But Charlie's voice stays firm. If you come to me again, or if I find out you stole from the jackpot, whatever scheme you're running, I have my faith, and I will report you. Rejected once again, Jose seethes with anger. He's still got 2 weeks to scrape together 6 million pesos for his daughter's racing sponsorship. When his accomplices learn Charlie turned him down, they're shocked and furious. Charlie now knows the entire plan, and if he refuses to cooperate, he's bound to report them. There's no choice now but to force him into the fold. But before they can make a move, trouble finds them first. The next day at work, Katie from company auditing approaches Jose, mentioning she wants to do a feature on lottery winners, and casually lets slip that Charlie's been asking to talk to him. Jose's blood runs cold instantly, certain Charlie means to turn them in. After work, he tears through the office searching for Charlie, but he's nowhere to be found. Security says he left 2 hours ago. Jose rushes to Charlie's house, only to come up empty again. Charlie's father tells him his son went to church. Jose hurries to the church, only to run straight into Luis and Victor. The two of them have gotten hold of a toy gun, planning to scare Charlie into joining them by force. Jose stops them immediately, telling them not to do anything rash, insisting he has his own way of bringing Charlie on board. Once Charlie finishes praying and leaves, the three of them slip quietly into the church. Desperate to lock down this crucial piece of the plan, Jose does something truly ruthless. He plans to steal the donations set aside for building the new church, hoping to use it as leverage against Charlie. But after searching every corner of the church, they can't find the money anywhere. Left with nothing to hold over him, Jose goes even further. He sets the church on fire. This is no impulsive act, it's a calculated one. Destroying the church would shatter the very thing Charlie's faith is anchored to. The next day the church is left in ruins, reduced to ash, and the donations meant to fund its reconstruction are gone with it. Since Charlie was the last one to leave the church the night before, the priest assumes he must have forgotten to blow out a candle, and that this tragedy is somehow his fault. The sudden fire plunges Charlie into a spiral of guilt and self-blame. In his darkest moment, he suddenly remembers the plan Jose proposed to him earlier, and turns to the priest. There's a way I could fix this, but God wouldn't allow it. The priest places a hand on his shoulder, telling him not to worry about God's judgment. If it's done in God's name, he will understand. And if you were the one who caused this fire, consider this your penance. I absolve you of your sins, here and now. With the priest's blessing, every last one of Charlie's doubts melts away. And with that, Jose's core team is finally complete. Each of them has their own reason for joining. Jose, for his daughter. Lena, for custody of her son. The Luis brothers, to escape a life of poverty. Charlie, to rebuild his church. The irony is that every single one of them believes they're doing the right thing. After all, that money is just sitting there, waiting for someone who actually needs it to come and claim it. As Jose lays out the full details of his plan, what unfolds next is nothing short of the perfect crime.